Today, I want to talk about volume mapping. This is something that we do at the beginning of every month. For me, I do it before the month starts. So I do it like the day before or 2 days before, which means my volume map, I already completed it on the 30th of July. Because when the month starts, I like starting the month already knowing to say, what is it that I'm going to do? So to our new people, um, what is volume mapping? Volume mapping is when you set goals for yourself, targets for that month. This is what I want to achieve. This is where you write down the activities that you're going to be doing in order to achieve that goal. And you do this at the beginning of every month and you share it with your upline. So that they can help you stay accountable to your goals. So for me, my upline is not active, but I share with my grandmother in the business, and she always helps me to stay accountable. So if you feel like, no, my direct upline, they're not in business, they're not doing this, find an accountability partner that you are going to share your volume map with, and then they will help you stay on track with your goal. So the importance of volume mapping or forecasting is it helps you make smart investments. And this is not just money, it's also in terms of your time. So if you sit down and say, I want to achieve this by the end of August, and you write down the activities that you need to do to achieve that goal. When your friend comes and says, Heather, there's a party, let's go to this party for some drinks and chill. Because you have written down your goals that you want to achieve for that month, you are able to make a smart decision in terms of investing your time. You can then say, you know what, because I have this goal that I'm working towards, I cannot attend or I cannot go on a weekend getaway where it's just fun and laughing because I need to use my weekend for business presentation. It also helps you to improve your sales because now you are selling with your target. It guides your spending, what everything that we spoke about yesterday. So this is why we volume map, so that when you start the month, you have structure, you have direction, you know what is it that I want to do and how am I going to get to where I want to do. So today I just want to show you how do you do your your volume mapping. For me, I start with, okay, let's skip that. For me, I've noticed that, you know what, a lot of times people write their volume map to just say, I want to do 4 cc's or I'm going to do 10 cc's in August. But this 10 cc is not structured. You are just writing to say, this is what I want to do. But there is no, okay, these 4 cc, what is making up the 4 cc's? Is it sales? Is it recruiting? If it sells, what products are you going to be focusing on? What is it that you're marketing? And at the end of the day, we don't achieve those goals. Why? Because we have not taken the time to actually think about these volumes. We are just writing numbers on a paper. And sometimes we also do sales forecasting without even consulting with our teams. And this happens a lot with people that have downlines. You are telling yourself that I want to be assistant manager. This month I'm going to do 30 cc's. My team, so and so is going to do 4, so and so is going to do this much. But we don't even take the time to consult with those people to say, hey, H, what is your goal this month? What is it that you want to achieve? Maybe H is not even interested in becoming a supervisor, and I've already put 10 CCs on them. We project our goals on other people. So when you are doing your volume mapping, the reason why I say I do mine before August is because I need to consult with the people that I'm working with in that month to say, what is your goal? How can I help you achieve your goal so that I don't make it about me and my assistant manager level? I look at the people that are below me and how I can assist them. So before you can create your volume map, you need to figure out what is it that I want to achieve. So we say the goal is assistant manager as an example. Then you need to have a specific objective for sales. You need to know the target for revenue and volume that you need to make. So if my goal is assistant manager, it means my target, or maybe let's start with supervisor because it's small. So if my goal is supervisor, I know that I need 10 CC. And then I ask myself, as an assistant supervisor, how much is one case credit? I'm not sure. Maybe assistant supervisors, you can type for us in the chat, but I would assume it's somewhere around 3,700, 3,800. Okay. Then I say, okay, if one case credit is 3,800, it means 10 case credits is equivalent to 38,000. So it means in terms of money or finances, I need 38,000 to reach my goal. Then I'm going to ask myself, how many sales have I made in July? Remember yesterday we talked about tracking, and that is another reason why it's important to track, because you already know to say, okay, in this month of July, I made 10,000, for example, from my sales and from my commissions. So out of the 38, I already have 10. Then I think, okay, if I take this 10,000 and I buy products, which products am I going to be focusing on? If it's aloe vera gel, maybe you want to promote the tripex. Then you tell yourself, okay, I'm going to go and I'm going to order the tripex. If I order tripex for 10,000 in the first week, this week I'm going to just focus on selling these tripacks. I'm going to market them. Now you need to know which platform are you using. How are you going to market the product? Are you going to do promotions on Facebook, running ads? Are you going to do face-to-face marketing? So now I need to do a tabletop at the mall and all of that. And then you already know, okay, I've 10,000, I've put it in the first week, I've bought products and I'm selling my products. Then I also reach out to my team. I need to know who has a goal to reach their 4cc. How do I help them to reach their 4cc? For me, normally I tell them start with 1cc in the first week. Decide the products that you want to move. For some people, it's tooth gels. It's fine. Order a box of tooth gels. That's already 1cc. And in the first week, focus on moving those tooth gels. Once you move the tooth gels, second week, we are ordering another box. Do you see? So already from my 10,000, maybe I've done 3ccs on the products that I bought. I have maybe 2 people that I'm working with that they said, you know what, we want to master 4cc. And I'm showing them how to market the products, how to do this, how to do that. Then I know that I can write on my volume map to say Heather is going to bring 4cc and Carol is going to bring 4cc because I have shown them how to do it. So in my volume mapping, I'm already on 12 because if I do my own 4 and I show my team how to get to their own 4, these 2 people are going to bring 8cc. and by the end of the month, I'm already supervisor. Do we see the importance of doing volume mapping? Is it making sense? Let me know in the chat. So when you're doing your volume mapping, I always say it mustn't be something that is coming from your head. It's just something that you make up and you put targets for people. Consult with your team. Find out what are their goals. If I speak to Heather and Heather says, oh, I just need an extra 3,000 this month because I need to pay my son's school fees, then you have to show them to say, if you wanted 3,000, it means you need to retail products of at least 2K's credits minimum. Then you can make 3,000 from profit. If Heather needs 10,000 to pay off her loan account, show her how to do her 4CC, because that will give her a profit of 6,900 from retailing, and show her how to recruit, because if she recruits one person, that is already another 1.6. So one thing I have learned is when you do your volume mapping, because you are looking at, I want to be assistant manager, so my team has to do 1, 2, 3. Most of the time it doesn't work out. But when you do your volume mapping by consulting your team, finding out what is it that they want to achieve, and you show them how to do it, then it makes sense, because Heather knows that I am working for my goal. This 10,000 that I want, these are the things that I need to do to achieve it. Whereas if it's like I want to move up and I'm just telling everyone to say, you need to do 4CC, you need to do 10, when you need to move to supervisor, they don't take accountability for the goal, for the volume, because it's not their goal and they don't see how it aligns with their goals. So show them how to achieve their goals through the volume mapping. Consult with your team, and then identify the activities that will help you achieve the goal. So if we say, I'm moving and I need to show my team how to do their 4CC so that they can also move, they can also grow. What activities do we need to do? We need to do business presentations. Okay, how are we doing them? Is it on Zoom? Are we doing face-to-face? Do we need to get a venue? Did I do a product launch? Maybe we need to launch the new people so that they learn how to do their own product presentations and master their 4CC. So that is volume mapping. It's not just about, let me just write to say, I am going to do this many CCs and I'm going to do this. So this is how I structure my volume mapping. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 items that you need to consider. The first is how many CCs are coming from your retailing and how many CCs are going to come from sign-ups. And then I split it over 4 weeks in a month. I just assume that the month is going to be 4 weeks. So I have week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and then the last column is for the total. So I ask myself, how many CCs do I want to retail in week 1? In week 1, for me, it's always 1 CC retail, because I have mastered the training from my upline to say your 4CC should be done weekly. So they say 1CC you purchase in the first week, you market your products, you move your products, you move another 1CC in week 2, you do the same week 3, you do the same week 4. So I never plan recruiting on my 4CC. And the reason is you cannot control when someone decides to sign up. So don't leave your 4CC in the hands of another person. Just know that whether someone signs up or not, I need to master my 4CC through personal use and retailing products. So when I talk about 4cc, I don't even say, oh, there I have this person who wants to join. They are going to bring 2cc and I'm going to do 2cc retail. No, your 4cc should always be from your personal use and your retailing. If someone signs up, that is great. They are adding more to the 4cc. Okay. Does it make sense? I think I only have one person in the chat because I have one message. And then I look at my goal for sign ups. Okay. Maybe week 1, I've said I'm gonna recruit one person, and this is someone that I've already spoken to, and they have said, no, I want to start, but they get paid on the 1st. That is why I put them on the 1st. Week 2, I'm targeting the guys that get paid on the 15th. Week 3, this is preferred customers. Week 4, maybe at least 2 people will sign up because then it's going to be month end and people are going to have money. But I don't just write these numbers out of my head. I work with my sales funnel. So let's go here. This one that I skipped. I already have a funnel of people that I've people that I've talked to in the last month, the ones that said they're going to join. I've created a list. So when I'm doing this, I'm doing it based on the prospects that I have and the people that have promised to join, and also the people that I'm still going to talk to. And I'm also targeting the business presentations that are happening in those areas. Okay. Well, I have 3 messages in the chat, so I have 2 people. Okay, that is great. Then I look at, okay, these are the CCs that I want. So it means I have given myself a target of 14 CCs for the month of July. What activities do I need to do in order to achieve those 14 CCs? That is my next part of the volume mapping. So I tell myself Mondays, Thursdays at 12 p.m. and at 7 p.m. I'm going to be hosting Zoom presentations. And this I am doing every week. So that equates to 16 sessions a month. Then I tell myself I'm going to do WhatsApp presentation. 3 people a day, every day. WhatsApp presentations are so easy, guys. What I did is I created a group. That group has only me in it. And I started, doing my pictures and audios explaining. I did my WhatsApp presentation and I was sending it to myself in that group. So when I say I'm doing WhatsApp presentation, it's not I'm calling people one by one and doing a presentation for them because that is so time consuming. I speak to people on Facebook, on Instagram. I get their numbers. I ask them if I can do a WhatsApp presentation for them. I do have a group where I add them if it's more than one person. Or sometimes I prefer to, if I just have a few prospects, like maybe 3 people today, I don't like adding them in a group. I prefer sending them the presentation like in their inbox one by one and we're chatting. So what I then do for WhatsApp presentations is I go to my group that I created for myself. I'm just forwarding those voice notes and pictures bit by bit to the person over the course of like maybe 15-20 minutes. I send something, I wait for them to respond. Once they've responded, I forward the second part like that. So it's so easy because I can do that while cooking, while washing the plates. It doesn't require much from me because it's already pre-recorded. Then I do 3-way calls as requested by the team. So the 3-way calls, my downlines, they know that, okay, Our leader is available for three-way calls. When they have someone that they need me to speak to, they would then let me know to say, please, can we connect at this time to speak to my person? So this one, I can't put a specific date because I'm not in control of how many people I'm going to speak to. This is for my downlines. I do them as and when they request. Tabletops, uh, I say none unless requested by the team, because on my business strategy tabletops, I have mastered that it's not for me. It doesn't work for me personally because it's not something that I enjoy doing. I don't show up with the right energy. I hate being in the malls and stuff. So I've decided tabletops are not for me. However, if my team says, my leader, I found a spot, we can do a tabletop at this mall, I show up with so much energy. I wear my t-shirt and I go and I show them how to do it. But it's not something that I do personally. Then contact marketing, I tell myself this is something that I'm going to do twice a week. I work very close to the mall. So on one of the days, I go out with just my business cards and my flyers. Maybe I spend an hour or two in the mall just chatting and talking to people. Okay. Then I sample personal care products. This I haven't done for the month of August as yet. Then I do my coffee meetings on Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 9 to 3 p.m. And this is by appointment. If you remember that Calendly thing that I showed you, this is for the people that would have requested appointments through that app. Then I can do coffee meetings with them. Do you see? Those are the activities that I'm going to be doing in order to achieve the 14 CCs. If you look at it, by the end of August, I would have done 16 Zoom sessions, 84 presentations on WhatsApp. I would have maybe done one tabletop normally, and I would have done contact marketing 8 times a month. And every Tuesday and Wednesday, I would have done coffee meetings. So that is sufficient activities to warrant the 14 CCs. So when you are telling yourself you're going to do 4 CC, 6 CC, have you taken into account the activities that you need to do? The third thing is I look at what products am I going to focus on. Last month, I was focused on collagen. I was talking about collagen. And this month, collagen is out of stock. So I'm not going to be marketing collagen this month because I don't want to have to explain it's out of stock. I'm going to focus on products that are there. So now I'm starting the drive for Clean 9 and aloe vera gel. And the reason we've been eating, guys, we've been eating. It's winter. Very soon it's going to get warmer. We want to wear our sundresses. People want to lose weight. People want to just detox. So now I'm going to focus on the Clean 9 because it's in stock and the aloe vera gel. So that is my product focus for the month of August. So I've already started creating marketing material around that. Then I'm going to ask myself, what am I doing on social media to market my products? TikTok. Okay, I said I'm going to do one TikTok ad per week for Clean 9. And then on Facebook, I'm going to boost my following and direct people to the recorded business presentation. Then on Instagram, I'm going to run 2 ads per week, one being the business presentations that are happening, and the other being the Clean 9. So those are going to be my social media activities for me to achieve the 14 CC. So these are physical activities that I'm doing, and this is a social media. How am I going to market the products on social media? If you don't have a huge following, it's always good to make sure that you do ads to promote your posts so that people that are not your followers can also see. Okay. Then when you've done your volume map, like July, I had a volume map. I need to measure to say, okay, Did I achieve what I wanted to achieve before I even do my volume map for August? Because that is going to give me an indication of whether or not I'm in the right path. So every month, at the end of the month, do an evaluation, check if everything is going smoothly. I said I'm going to do 14 cc's. How many cc's did I do? I was supposed to be doing WhatsApp presentations every day. How many did I do? I said I would support my team. Did I support them? How many people did I call? How many times did I call them? Am I doing my contact marketing? So that is the evaluation process where you are actually holding yourself accountable to what you wrote down on the paper. For me, normally I do this with my accountability partner. And then I track the progress. So June, this is what I did. July, this is what I did. Is there any progress? Am I moving forward or am I moving backwards? Okay, maybe I didn't reach the 14 cc, but in June I did 4. And this month I've done 10. At least that is progress. So next month let's aim for that 14 and see if we can get to it. Measure your performance and spot areas for improvement. So now you already know I was supposed to do WhatsApp presentations. I didn't do any, or I only did one. Then you know that, okay, I need to improve in this area. And then do an analysis of your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats. Like I said, I know tabletop is a weakness for me, so I don't even put it on my volume mapping because I know it's not going to bring me what I need. I've tried it and I've seen that, okay, no, this is not working for me. What have you tried? Have you tried all the activities, and once you try them, you identify, you know what, I think I'm strong in this area. Then you can focus your strength there. You can look at other opportunities for you to grow. Maybe you're not on TikTok, but you see a lot of business owners are making, progress with TikTok. Then you can see that as an opportunity. These are things that I can start introducing to my business so that I am able to scale up, to improve myself. Okay. So that is volume mapping. And like I said, we do this on a monthly basis. So don't wait for your upline to say, what are you achieving this month? What are your goals for August? Already before the month starts, you should have already sent them your volume map. You should have already consulted with your team in terms of what they want to achieve. Then you can set up the activities for you to achieve that volume map and then actually show up. And lastly, always do an evaluation in terms of, did I do what I said I was going to do? All right, let me know in the chat. What did you learn from today's session? Did you learn anything? Was it useful? Um, Okay, this I had skipped, but this is just how I track my prospects or the sales that I'm going to make. I have the ones that are interested, the ones where I've scheduled a product launch or a business presentation, the ones that have committed to say maybe I'll buy month end and all of that. So you also need a form of tracking all the people that you are speaking with. But your volume map needs to be so detailed in terms of how are you going to achieve that goal for the month. So share with me. We still have